Good afternoon, class. Today, I will be teaching you the difference between a micro and macro level of analysis. First, I must explain to you what a level of analysis is. A level of analysis is a social science term used to indicate the location, size, or scale of the research target. Different social sciences use different levels of analysis.
The macro level of analysis focuses on the large-scale social structures, social processes, and problems, while the emphasis is on the society as a whole, and top-down analysis, which identifies the whole and then the smaller components. Contrarily, the micro level of analysis focuses on small-scale, individual face-to-face interactions, while emphasis is on the individual.
Page 111 in our classroom textbook explains that the historical comparative research method links the micro level to the macro level. Historical comparative research is a method of social science that examines historical events while analyzing specific groups and general patterns across groups. It provides us with a deeper understanding of current issues. One of the benefits of historical comparative research is that it explains macro-level events such as terrorism, war, racism, large-scale immigration, religious hate, and urban decay by analyzing several micro-levels, thus providing a much deeper and wider understanding of the events. An example provided in the textbook is the historical comparison of two cultures in different schools. At the micro level, the researcher visits the classrooms, talks to the individual teachers and children, and analyzes their daily routines. At the macro level, the researcher examines the overall structure of education in each culture. For example, graduation rates, the number and types of schools, the teacher training requirements, and the types of books and tests used in each school. Then, you integrate the micro level or face-to-face life in the classrooms with the macro level structure of the national education system in each culture, ultimately providing you a complete understanding of the different schooling in both cultures. Another example would be the analysis of armed robberies. At a macro level, a researcher would analyze why robbery rates are higher in poorer communities and if these rates change with respect to the changes in the economy. At the micro level, the researcher would examine things such as why the individual robber committed the robbery and how the robber chose his targets.
Macro and micro levels of analysis are predominantly used in the economics, sociology, and political science fields of the social sciences. A level of analysis not mentioned in the textbook is the mesolevel of analysis. It is between the micro and macro level, and it focuses on the interaction and behavior of groups. For example, analyzing the interaction between bosses and employees. When analyzing a business organization, the mesolevel would examine interaction with clients, interest groups, suppliers, etc., while the macro level would examine socio-cultural, technological, ecological contexts, and the macro level would examine the organization itself.
There are three macro and micro perspectives. The first is structural functionalism, which perceives society as a whole with interrelated parts that work together. This perspective focuses on the macro level. The second is the conflict perspective, which views society as a set of individuals constantly competing for power and resources. This perspective mostly focuses on the macro level, but can be seen at the micro level as well. Lastly, the symbolic interactionalism perspective views society as a sum of individual interactions who interact through symbols such as body language. Here, the focus is on the micro level. Now it's time to test your knowledge.
Created using Powtoon.